So Moshe, I'm specifically every day in the AI world, focusing on new AI tools, AI platforms, building out AI automations. This is actually a real Dennis, it's not AI. But what do you personally think about AI? How do you use it in your day to day? Does it help you being more productive? And what do you think is the future of the world with AI?
It's a powerful question, not just a good one, but powerful. I tell people when I do presentations that there are two things that are going to change everything in this world. The first one is AI, and we'll talk about that in a minute. The second one is the wealth transfer. The baby boomers are passing away, and trillions of dollars are going to start moving from one generation to the next generation. That next generation is completely now being embedded with AI. That is also going to change everything out there. Will it change it for the better or for the worse? In my opinion, it's only going to get better. Where before lawyers used to have to spend hours doing research, AI can help them out more. They will now have more time to do other things that they weren't able before. AI will only help companies, only if you allow it. If you don't allow it, then your company will be gone by the wayside. I believe that AI is going to help. A great example that I like to give nowadays is the difference between Netflix and Blockbuster. Both companies gave out VHS movies to clients. Blockbuster kept on doing the same thing, where Netflix went from VHS, from CDs to downloading and streaming, from downloading and streaming, buying out other companies and having more things to stream, then to creating their own new content. This is what Netflix, and that's why they're one of the most expensive companies out there, biggest market cap, a magnificent seven, as they used to call them. And what happened to Blockbuster? They did not want to adapt to all the new technology, and they are no longer around. So that's where you have to adapt to new technology and grow with it. AI is definitely changing the world, but I think it'll make it for the better. Are we going to lose some businesses and some companies? Without a doubt. Just like the horse and carriage is no longer taking the public everywhere, but just like the invention of the automobile created hundreds, thousands, and millions of new jobs, I believe AI is going to start creating it. And the next generation, that wealth transfer, is going to even push it further, where people are going to work from home, from other countries, and develop many new things.
So a lot of people are getting laid off right now, thousands to tens of thousands getting laid off from Amazon, from Oracle. Facebook just laid off almost 10,000 people. What do you think about this? Because I personally think that all these people that are getting laid off, their new opportunity now is not being afraid of AI, but actually studying and educating themselves to be the prompt engineers, but also be able to manage the AI agents that are doing the jobs. So people that will not be able to catch up on the AI trend are the ones that get upset, they get fired, and they go into a different industry. But they really should be capitalizing on the AI revolution by learning how to control the AI, manage the AI, and engineer AI. And what we call those are managers of the AI agents.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's really what people that are getting laid off now should be focusing on, how to jump back into action?
This is happening all the time. When the black and white movies stopped being black and white and had color introduction, people lost jobs. If you were able to get into the new color television or TV with no more sound to now having sound, if you were adapting the new technology, you have new jobs. If you can adapt to the new technology, you will still have a job. As a matter of fact, two great things just happened recently. Unemployment is still low. Yes, a lot of people lost jobs from those companies you've mentioned, but actually hundreds of thousands of jobs were created and taken. So unemployment is still low. As quickly as people lose a job, they immediately find a job. What you should do, though, is we could talk about rolling over or moving over a 401k. That's something that I can help people with.
You're kind of like the mayor when it comes to going out, tasting the new restaurants that open up in the area. You know, we're here in the beautiful Fort Lauderdale with a nice sky view at the Tower Club where you have your engagements. But what are the top new places that you take your friends to around here?
Full disclosure, some of the better restaurants are in Miami, but here in Broward and now in Palm Beach.
Well, I'm gonna say around here, like anywhere to Miami to the Palm Beach, like in the South Florida area on the East Coast, within 10-mile radius.
10-mile radius, okay. Love Anthony's Runway 84, fantastic place. Another new place that opened up right on the water, Del Mar. Another fantastic place on the water is Tocado. Mm-hmm. These are all fantastic places. You also have a couple of Michelin restaurants that are now starting to open up. What I will say is that in South Florida, you're going to start seeing a lot more buildings that are coming in, like the St. Regis, the Waldorf Astoria. Mm-hmm. And each one of these individual buildings are going to have some of the top restaurants being on the bottom floors. So all of that excitement that Miami has is now starting to come up north.
And I heard, Pompano Beach, where they're building this new high-rise resort type buildings, they're going to be bringing in more people from up north, and that also brings in more wealth here.
Right.
As well as the West Palm area, a lot of what they call is the Wall Street South, a lot of the financial, a lot of wealthy individuals, organizations, companies, enterprises. What do you think about this whole migration into the South Florida area? How are you planning to work and take advantage of this?
How I take advantage of this is very simple. I am a die-hard Floridian, and I am very lucky to have my daughter, Revital, join the firm. And now, not only do I speak about multi-generational wealth, I'm also showing you that my company is now a multi-generational company and that our clients will be with us for multi years and decades. So with that said, we are making a big investment in South Florida, in real estate here, in our office, expanding the office. We're going to have some great restaurants that we spoke about. Mm-hmm. But yes, the migration from other states is true, where you have some of the biggest icons, Amazon CEO, Citadel CEO, Starbucks CEO, Meta CEO,
Amazon.
They are all moving down to South Florida. This is the beginning of the Florida migration. It can happen in other states, but right now it is happening here. And I believe it'll continue to grow here in South Florida.
I always ask my clients and my viewers, what's the one tool that you use day to day when it comes to AI that helps you in your business?
For me personally, huge help has been note taking, where before you had to sit there and make sure you got every single word. You have to stop when people are speaking to you. Now you have so many technologies that are note takers. You don't have to worry whether you missed something, because these new note takers remember, or they jot down things that I don't even remember hearing when the meeting was going on. Then there are also some great AI tools for building wealth portfolios. Mm-hmm. They really help out tremendously. We have things that are able to show you over 1,000 different scenarios to make sure that we give you the right plan. So the new technology that AI has put out is fantastic. We love it because I always say, if you don't bring this into your business, you will be out of business.
So I think by you utilizing the AI scenarios, I think that's one of the features that you have to promote in your business. Not only do you provide personal approach and personal advising, because you have such a wealth of tools in your back office, you're able to make the right decisions and the right recommendations.
Right. Thank you. I will definitely start speaking about it more. Thank you very much for watching another video on YouTube. Thank you very much for following me. And if you're not following me, please subscribe and follow me on my handles, Invest with Moshe.